This is Big Killer 9, also known as Acme Warfares. He's riding his upside down horse there. I'd like to, before I show you my wonderful city that I was inspired by a couple of friends to build, I want to show you some of the server rules first. So when you spawn in, this is the first place you're going to be spawned to. You're going to come here and then you're going to read the rules. So like it says, dear gamers, absolutely no griefing. Welcome to the big city. You start off with, now we use, for currency, we use emeralds, even though they're decorative use. We found a use for them. We just use them as currency. So like, let's say you wanted to buy something from me. You could buy something from me and I'll be in creative mode. Only you and everybody else will be in survival mode. So let's say you want to buy something from me. You're going to buy something from me for a stack of 25 emeralds. I'll give you a stack of 64 of anything. Except emeralds, diamonds, and other valuable things. I can give you a stack of anything, 64 anything, for 25 emeralds. But you'll start off with 3 stacks of 64. Then you'll get a stack of 64 plus food just to give you a fair chance, because it'll be on hard. So if you do not eat, you will starve to death. You can't hit or attack in the city. That's an automatic boot, and that's a big, big, big thing, because a lot of people do tend to hit and do that in the city, and it's like, you can't do that. Because normally, save that for the war worlds. You can get jobs. You can go and work at a job. So for every certain job, pays a certain amount of emeralds a day, and the day cycle will be on. So go from morning and night. You'll get paid however many emeralds. Make it rain. If you help us, we can help you grow just as much as you can help us grow. It only works if one helps another, and then that helps that person. If you are caught stealing, that's a big thing too, because a lot of people won't know what is theirs and what's not, but it'll be all marked, so it'll be all good. But if you are caught stealing anything, just like the hitting, you will be automatically booted, and you will not be allowed back in, because we do not tolerate any of that. City, this is not supposed to be violence. However, you are safe inside the city walls, but enjoy.
Cockadoo. Goodbye. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. Never mind.
The gates are always closed all the time. I have Cloud to thank for this. I gotta find his username. I have Cloud to thank for this. He built this gate, and me and another friend, Mermaid Aura, we also built this entire wall. You can find Mermaid Aura here on PS4 if you want, and get her YouTube channel or something. So yeah, basically you got your gardens here. I made this little contraption that keeps the villagers away. That way, because the villagers will ruin your gardens, and they will take whatever you planted and put wheat there instead. I found that out. I didn't like that. So basically, you'd end up starting out with a house like this. This is Bo's house, Bo Sniper, Bo Sniper X house. I made this house completely. You got the buttons.
I'll fix it for you.
Basically you got your ovens, your anvil, your chest. You come up here, and you got your little brewing station right here. It's a pretty basic, simple house. It was worth about 40 gems or so, 30 or 40 gems. Somebody had this creation and built a KFC in here, and it was pretty hilarious. So you got your girl Sanders, how many take your order? And you got the food. You get there's one water. There's ketchup, barbecue. If this village will move, you got the fried chicken, popcorn chicken, and a kids meal. And it says take your order from here. So you got your fried chicken, your cooked chicken as a fried chicken. You got the pufferfish as a popcorn chicken, and then you got the bread as the kids meal. The barbecue sauce is the fire resistant. The ketchup is instant health too, and then the normal water buckets are the water drinks. And you could sit there and eat at the restaurant. So I thought that was pretty cool looking. I didn't know they made this until I actually saw that they made it. But like here's where you can get the jobs. This is the job board. There's miners, hunters, construction, monster slayers, city guards, bank clerk, farmers. There's also lumberjacks, and there's the cobblestone factory where you can mine cobblestone and get paid gems for it. A friend of mine, he had a city. He inspired me to make this one. Soul Slasher 2015 inspired me to make this, and I was originally making this city because his city was lost to a corrupted save, and I figured, well, why not be a nice friend and try to do something for him? Turns out we're never gonna use this city because the currency, there's so many emeralds already in here that it's absolutely useless. So otherwise I'd have to get in order to revive it, I'd have to get a lot of people in here, and I'd have to spread the emeralds around. I built this on top of a village because the village was already here, and I just built around it. It was the biggest village in the map. When I first got this, I hadn't had a village in my map for at least 3 months straight, so I was really happy when I got this. I built this house right here as a quad level house. I still need to work on it yet a little, but it's actually really cool. It doesn't, in most spaces, the Enderman could not spawn in here. You got your library at the top so you can enchant. About 4, I think it was. What do you think, Big? About 4 or 5 people that can live in that house? And it's like on separate levels. Huh? Probably. I was itching to show them the big house that I made. This house, because it was like super hard to make. You could tell by the roof that some of it's not exactly. I had to pinpoint it exactly because otherwise it looked really, really weird. And it looks kind of like a square checkerboard now. You play chess or checkers on there. The walls were very hard to make because I had to line it up so, like, where you see the white column on top of the black columns wanted to line up and the white columns wanted to line up. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be a unique looking style, so I kind of had to do it all funky to make it work. This one's worth $12.50. So, and a friend bought this, and the reason it's worth $12.50 is because you get all this food and all these growing items, gardening, farming, and then you get here, I'll let you in. It's so much easier to stand on the plates instead. Yep, and then you get all these building materials, you get the emerald, all these stacks of emeralds. So pretty much, this is the mayor's house. You'll be the second richest person in the game in here. I made this cool little creation. I thought it'd be kind of really useful. It's a auto-feeding furnaces, so it auto-feeds the coal, and it auto-feeds the food. As you can see, the coal is already fed in, so I'll just put in some food, put some potatoes in there and get them going, and you can already see that it's auto-feeding, and right after the coal is used up, it'll put in another piece of coal, and then once it's all said and done, it all comes down at the bottom. I have 4 of these in this house, and and I got little heads there. And then on the top, it's really cool looking because I made the floor out of the granite, and I have a little brewing station here. You got your anvils for your armor. You have your crafting tables. These are just the basic ones that I started out with because I didn't have any room. I mean, I have room, but it's like I didn't want to make too many of them. So this is just manually feeding the coal and the food, and then it'll automatically drop right in. You got your library for enchanting in this house, and it's as strong as it'll get. You have the beds. You got your like little couch right there. The coolest feature I thought though of this house was making this marble staircase, because the way it fits in with the granite, the andesite, and the diorite floor there. The granite is the floor up top, and the andesite and the quartz are the walls. But this is a quartz staircase with a acai fence for a railing. I thought it was really, really cool. It was probably the best house I'd make out of all, the most detailed, because I'm such a sucker for detail. This sandy house, I thought I'd make it a desert themed house because technically we're sitting in the middle of the desert. It's pretty basic. It's not really nothing special. This house right here I have yet to work on. It's not totally completed. This is going to be the house that runs the city. This is going to be the city leader's house. So, this is just a random house that was made. There's not really anything in it. They didn't really want anybody griefing that either. The random house. And they just put a bunch of stuff in here. They had a bunch of animals. They just got random things placed all over the place. So that's that. Then you have your other house. I converted this one, and I may end up putting carpet down in this house. And it was an auto feeder furnace. I haven't put the coal yet, but it auto feeds your food, and then you break this block, and then you come in here and there's your food and stuff right there. Sometimes I'll leave stuff like this in the chest. It will be an inheritance. So whatever you have, you can have that. It's all yours. It'll be there in the chest because it was already there before. I have this building right here. This is a sugarcane farm. This is the biggest of the farms. This is all. There's 1, and then there's 2, and then there's 3. The last one's inside. You can do that for 25 gems. You could harvest all 3, and I'll gladly pay you the 25 gems. You got the animal farms in here. You got the rainbow colored sheep. Give them a special name, and they do that. They tried to make some other glitches in here, and it didn't exactly quite work. I have right here the cobblestone factory. Every building in my city, in this one, I am selling, because then they all own it, and everybody can work for everybody else. But in the end, they all end up having to pay me. So, and that generates currency for not only me, but for everybody else. And a friend of mine helped me make this. It was a cobblestone generator, pretty basic. There's 2 more above like this, run off a basic clock, redstone clock. And I'll just show you basically how it would work is where you just knock out this whole row, and then once you knock out that whole row, you just push it over, and it just starts generating again. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. There's two more up top like it. There's one that's old-fashioned, and then there's another one that's old-fashioned. I left the clocks as is. I haven't changed them yet because for the time being they're working, so I'm just leaving them like they are. What else haven't I showed you? Oh, I haven't showed you this house. This house is Ashley is Cute 19's house. She's also a fellow YouTuber. You can get her username and find her on YouTube and subscribe to her if you want. Watch a couple of her videos. She made this house. It was pretty cool. We had to keep the villagers climbing from on the vines. They kept getting stuck in here, so we had to fill that all in. Mermaid Aura also helped her do this. If you want to get her PSN username, that would be her username right there. If you want to add her or talk to her or whatever. She's pretty cool. She's pretty detailed. She was the one that I haven't showed you guys the bank yet, but she was pretty detailed with all the stuff in this city. I have yet to show her your house. So you got all this empty space, yet she hasn't filled this all in. You got the pink tinted windows. Looks pretty cool. You got your chandelier. This is Ashley's Netflix chill spot, as she liked to call it. It's pretty cool looking. She's got the jack-o'-lanterns, and you can make some popcorn and just sit here. There's her TV right there. It's pretty small. Got your balcony. So it's pretty cool looking house. It is very, very cool looking. I encourage everybody to make their own house because that makes the city bigger and it makes it more unique because everybody's house is different. You got your stables. Mermaid Aura had made this while we were gone, and when I was AFK, she went and made this. I did not know, but she got me a horse. She got Cloud his horse. I gotta find Cloud's horse. It was a white horse. He's roaming around here somewhere. And then you got her horse. She really loves horses, and she really, really likes rainbows and all kinds of stuff. She likes bunnies and that. She's obsessed with that stuff. This is Mermaid Aura's house. This one I thought was very, very unique. It's made out of the diamonds and the quartz. You also notice that I have no griefing signs all over this city. You cannot grief or you will be automatically booted. That is a big deal. You cannot be griefing. If you get griefed, I won't let you back in this world. You can see she's got furnaces and chests all over the place. She's got beds. She's got her own mine shaft and whatnot. It's all the way down there. She's got she calls this the attic, pretty much. It's just a rainbow section of the floor. You can hear the cats and you can hear the sheep. You can hear the bunnies. I'll show you guys in a little bit. They're obsessed with that stuff. This is her garden. This is also another thing. You break it, you break it and replant it, or that'll also get you booted too, because that tends to aggravate a lot of people, even though you don't mean to. It will. She was very organized with this garden. I got to watch her make it in the process, and it was just so cool. I was like, wow, how did you do this? She never ceases to amaze. And she made the little mushroom with the chests. It was so cool. We had to, he's up there making it rain. We had to try and, do as much as we can with this space. Now I'm jack full of emeralds. Ooh, and TNT. I'm gonna go blow stuff up. Just kidding. I have yet to show you guys the bank. The bank, I have Mermaid Aura to thank for this. I made the basic outline of the building, and she went in and she did all this cool stuff with it. She made it all nice and organized. There's a little bank desk, and I went and took the liberty of putting bank ledgers in here so you can record and keep down what's in the bank. And you got all the ender chests in there, so they're all their own personal accounts. I had a second level here and I didn't know what to do with it. Turns out Mermaid Aura took this second level and filled it in a little bit and made a vault out of it. So there's all the bank reserve pretty much. And the gold, what I was going to do with the gold is I was going to take the gold, and for every 2 pieces you have is going to be a emerald. So that's how that was going to work. I was going to incorporate gold into the currency, but that didn't really work. Then you got your waiting area she made right here, and it looks so cool. It looks so nice, and it's so detailed. Like I said, I'm a sucker for detail. Detail is a big part of my world. I love detail, absolutely, to no end. There was a friend in here that I had that was making a city, and she was like being really mean, so I kind of stole it. But when she wasn't being mean and she was in here, she actually she found the other village, the second biggest village, and she's building around that one. And so basically, as you could see, she made a dock with boats, and you could rent a boat and you could go and drive it around and whatnot. It was really, really cool. I like how she made this bridge. This bridge was really, really unique looking. I like it. It's really, really nice. You got your little park that she made here. That was pretty cool. I kind of wish she would have finished it before I ended up kicking her because she was being mean, but I kind of wish she would have finished it. I may end up finishing it with a couple of friends in here, but it was really, really nice. I kind of like how she did that. She gets a lot of compliments on that. But this village was already here. As you can see, she was already looking to expand because she got a lot of room, and she was really looking to build on this village. She did this I like this unique little setup that she had here. So you basically had your jobs here. You had the lumberjack, you had the mining, and you had the gardening. So you had the private mines. For 100 gems, you could own your own private mine, and whatever you dig out of it is whatever you get out of it. You had the ones for those that couldn't afford it. You had the public mines, and whatever those brought up is the city's property. You didn't own it, the city did, and the city would pay you for bringing up that property. And then you got your gardens, you got the carrots, you got the potatoes, and you got the wheat farm. This is a little side creation that we made. It was she made it into a pet house, or a pet place, and 2 other friends ended up coming in and revamping it. So Ashley is Cute 19 and Mermaid Aura ended up revamping this place, and they turned it into a pet shop. So you got your bunnies, you got the cats, or the ocelots, they call them cats, so, and then you got the zombie pigmen, which are not there right now. You got the sheep, which aren't there right now, but they're $30, the dogs $15. The horses there, we haven't really decided on a price yet. The dogs aren't there because the dogs wanted to come over and wanted to kill the bunnies. They saw the bunnies and they wanted to eat them. You got your cactus farm here, so you'll never run out of green dye pretty much. She has a tree farm there. What's up?
The boat.
Oh yeah, the boat. This is another this creation she made all by herself. She goes by the name of Russian Sniper 76. That's the one that made that village there, and then she made this boat. I asked her to teach me how to make it, and she refused to teach me. So I guess I gotta learn how to make one myself. I'll eventually learn. But I thought it was really, really cool because it was like a full-on pirate ship. She had the galleon and the whole thing going. And you see she made it all out of, what is that, oak wood? And then she used the oak planks, and it was just really, really, really cool looking. I like how she did all the sails and stuff. It was, like I said, it was very, very detailed. This world was very, very, very detailed. But yeah, in the next video, I will show you guys the new village that we've been working on, because this one was not legitimate. This one was creative mode, so this got a little bit of a bad rap. Even though it was a really cool and a really unique city, it still got a bad rap because most cities they try to make legitimately, and I will show you guys that one in the next video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all later. There we go.